Hello and welcome. My name is Meepolis, she, they, and this is Literally Graphic. And today we are looking at Goblin Girl by Moa Romanova and translated by Melissa Bowers. I believe the Swedish edition was published in 2018 under a title that seems to translate to Always Fuck Up, with Fantagraphics publishing the English translation in 2020 under this second title. It has now also won the 2021 Eisner Award for Best U.S. Edition of International Material. Content notes for detailed but also desexualized nudity, in my opinion, older actor pursuing younger artist, mental health struggles, and cat death. According to the back of this particular book, quote, Moa Romanova, born 1992, was raised in the north of Sweden, Kramfors, and currently resides in Stockholm with her dog, Uno. She studied painting at the Gothenburg School of Fine Arts and graduated from the Malmö Comics Art School. Goblin Girl, which has been translated into 7 languages, is her first graphic novel. End quote. What kinds of keywords came to mind reading this book? Anxiety, friendship, adulting, therapy, dreamscape, and unwanted attention. The Goodreads summary, on the other hand, is, quote, a dating site match goes really wrong in this troubling, funny graphic memoir. Things seem to be looking up when Moa Romanova, broke, depressed, and living in a squat above an old store, matches with a very famous celebrity on a popular hookup site. Not only does the 53-year-old man like Moa, he also immediately validates and motivates her in a way that not even her therapist does, even offering to help financially support her artistic ambitions. However, Moa soon discovers that there are strings attached, drawn in a style that's the Chirico, by way of the 80s. Romanova's relatable graphic memoir is a thought-provoking debut. End quote. The writing for Goblin Girl was pretty immersive, a nice contrast to how much more abstract and expressive the art style got, at least for a nonfiction book. It certainly was not the most abstract art style I've ever seen. I would like to note that I do prefer the original title over Goblin Girl. Gender and sexuality, while not pondered much throughout the story, are 2 themes that are hard to escape when a woman writes a, quote, messy memoir. And while, as the synopsis focuses on, there is a man pursuing a woman throughout much of the memoir, a lot of that happens via text. Romanova's rich inner life and friends helped more than balance that out. For me, it came across more as questioning heterosexual norms than anything else. The art style also pushed back against pretty equals good and ugly equals evil tropes. Romanova's inclusion of so much casual and desexualized nudity was also super appreciated, even if I don't feel totally comfortable sharing that on YouTube. Race seemed largely ignored. Class did come up a bit via the reality of being a working artist in the world. Ability versus disability was most emphasized through Romanova's struggles with mental health, which are front and center throughout. Overall, a very interesting read and a nice addition to comics that take on the issues of women in the modern world. 4 out of 5 stars. By all, keep reading and resist white supremacy. And Literally Graphic is created on land that should be given back to the traditional landholders, which in this case is, to my knowledge, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, an Anishinaabe people, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat Nation.